There's something about the words you say. I hear them when you're not around. And there's something about that look in your eyes and your voice's sound. Well, we can leave this town, pretend that that's the problem. And we can live without, or we can live without. And then you tell me, someday it's alright with me. I'm always
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Would you rather, than we'll get out of here?
Okay, I do have a would you rather for you, especially crafted for this hot night in August. So let's pretend it's a Saturday night, you and I, and bring the brides, and let's go bowling. Let's go bowling. Why not?
Bowling.
I love bowling. A good 10-pin bowling night.
3 times. I'm not playing more than 3 games, but anyways.
Oh, no, but okay, so let's say game 2.
Okay.
You catch fire. You bowl, and there's obviously the hangers on and stuff, and so there's maybe 40 to 70 people in the thing. You bowl a perfect game with 70 people watching your last frame. Would you rather bowl that perfect game on a Saturday night with the wives, or would you rather hit a hole-in-one with 0 witnesses?
I don't want to have the highlight of my sporting career to be a fucking bowling game. Well, here it is, Dave. But
You like the applause.
I like applause. I do. I think everybody does. I think everybody does it in their right mind. That's why people do this stuff and everything else, right? Hitting a hole-in-one with nobody watching, you will always have people, no matter how legitimate or not legitimate it is, no matter what, you will always have people like
Doubters.
Like Moose Hildebrand, good friend of ours, friend of the show. He would guaranteed he'd be talking to the fucking other guy saying, "There's no way Red Lindsay got a hole-in-one on number 4 in Formal Club by himself." Of course he did. No one was fucking there. I played that hole with him 100 fucking times. He's never even come close to a hole-in-one there. So, and then when you're at a bowling match or a bowling game or whatever it is on a Saturday night, and because you're a social guy, I could actually see it. Like, you go get another jug of beer at the fucking bar. Like, say if we were at not Hudson's, at Brew House, they got bowling alley downstairs.
Yeah.
Or if we're on the north side at
wherever,
whatever it's called.
Pick your lane.
You would go get another jug of beer and you say, "Look, this motherfucker's, he's got 8 strikes in a row."
My buddy's in the 8th.
Look at this. He's in the 8th or whatever it is. You got to watch this. As dorky as it sounds, I would way rather get that because you'd be a hero for that night. Like that night for sure, sitting around it'd be high five, and not just high fives with our brides, but
everybody.
Everybody would be having a really good time watching.
Maybe you'd be getting back slaps all fucking night.
No, but I think it would be. No, I think it would be like, this is fucking ridiculous, but I think it would be like like a perfect game in baseball where no one's talking to the guy. Whereas I'm a talkative guy on a podcast, right? But but no one's coming. Like the externals aren't coming over to you. Yeah, fuck, you got this, man. You got this. But a bowling alley is different. Fucking different thing. That would be no. I'd rather have the perfect game in bowling on a Saturday night, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. I really do. Because a hole-in-one, who you high five in the fucking clouds by yourself.
Yeah, by yourself. Like, that's it would be such a crime against.
And you'd look around and you'd be like, all right. Well, that was
it'd be a cruel trick of nature to get a hole-in-one golfing by yourself.
So what do you do? Do you fucking bring your phone out while you're walking up, and
what do you do? Like, and then do you tell anybody? Like, you're gonna tell people, and then on that, do you bring it into the clubhouse and buy
a round for the clubhouse?
No, yeah, no one saw it.
People are like, no, you didn't. They'd be like, no, you
No,
didn't.
it would be one of the most cruelest tricks of nature
That would be
to,
awful. It would be
to hit
awful
a
to get a hole in one by yourself.
to get a hole in one with no witnesses.
Nobody.
Like, at least have a fucking guy raking the one of the grounds crew raking. So like just a witness. It doesn't have to be a buddy or anything. And then who do you tell? Like who do you tell? You would tell Deanne,
She'd be like, cool. And that'd be it.
and then there's
That'd be
where's the joy? It's personal satisfaction, but there's no actual.
No, like we do like everything you do, fucking you want a pat in the back, man. Everything you do in this world, you want a pat in the back.
Celebrational joy.
Yeah, you want Cool in the Gang playing in the background every time that fucking comes on, man. Because then the thing is, like, is that like I've never had a hole in one. Like people, hey, right on, and then like 3 days later, the golf course, hey, you got a hole in one. I heard it, so people talk about it, right?
Right.
And if you did this perfect game in bowling, you might be walking down Park Place Mall in Lethbridge, and the fucking somebody with that saw you there that day. He goes, "Hey, you're that guy, yeah."
Hey, so that's the guy that bowled the
That's the
perfect
guy,
game.
the perfect fucking
That's
game.
the guy.
Fuck, we got hammered that night, or whatever, right? Like,
And it's not like like
it's dorky, but it's fun.
it would be totally fun, especially in frame 10 when you got to bang him down 3 in a row, and people are now watching. For sure, they're watching.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, your butthole's a little tighter now.
Oh man, yeah. No, that'd be a lot. That would be a lot of fun, actually.
I think it would be a blast. I would, as life accomplishments, I would rather hit a hole in one than bowl a perfect game.
Oh yeah.
But
On the social aspect of it,
you gotta have a witness.
gotta have a witness.
You gotta have a witness.
Because even, fuck. You know what, Dave? I'm such a glory hound. I would, because at most, if you get a hole in one, there's going to be 3 other people at most watching you do that, right? Because it's a par 4, so
Right.
so they, or par 3, sorry, so they've already cleared.
So maybe someone in the
So
tee
maybe
box
on the
in front
tee
of
box ahead of you might
Yeah.
see it, and maybe the
then
green
you're
behind
playing-
you might see it.
and you're playing.
So
partner.
at
Right,
most, you would have 8, 11, 12 people total, including yourself.
and
Whereas
that's a lot.
and that's a lot, and that's
Right.
at most.
I've been a witness to a hole in one, but it was just 2. But I was the witness. But go ahead.
Whereas in the perfect game in bowling, there could be fucking 70, 80 people there watching that.
Oh, you bet. There's going to be
And
at least 100 people.
And you'd be broadcasting it, the fucking getting jugs of beer and watch this. Oh yeah, dart hanging out of your yap in the bowling alley. 100%. I'd way rather have a perfect game in bowling. Because I don't know anybody who's had one of those. Nobody.
I witnessed one. I
In
witnessed
bowling?
I witnessed a perfect game in bowling. Yes. We were there just jackasses, and the guy was actually doing it in league at Top 10, which is now that grocery store on
Yeah.
Fifth Avenue there. Yeah, I saw this dude do it, and we were there for whatever reason, just fucking around. And
I used to go fuck around there all the time. Beer was cheap.
a beer was cheap, jugs and stuff, and it was good.
$7.
And then then I noticed on lane 7 and same when he when he was on his 10th frame, there was no balls rolling. Everybody was watching him.
Oh yeah. No, I'd rather
Everybody was
I would
watching.
rather have a perfect game in bowling.
Would you? Okay, so let's switch it up a little bit now then. But like for one witness for your hole in one, would you still take the bowling?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'd take the witness on the hole in one before the perfect bowling game.
There's been lots of holes in one. Not many perfect games in bowling.
I bet you there's been more perfect games in bowling than holes in one.
No. No way.
Oh, I think so for sure.
No way.
Oh yeah, you can like a dog like that. I think bowling a perfect game is squirrel fighting a nut way more than hitting a hole in one.
I think Luke has 3 hole in ones. He don't have 3 perfect games fucking bowling.
Luke's hit 3 holes in
I know
one.
he has 2.
I've personally witnessed both. And I don't golf a lot and I don't bowl a lot.
What is bowling a lot? Like how many games is too many? Twice a year?
Well, go out bowling and then so like you're like you say, like 2 or 3 frames.
3,
right?
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's 3 times a year. And I golf maybe 3-5 times a year. I don't golf or bowl a lot. I'd rather someone witness my hole in one than
Well, the thing is that here it is, Dave. The thing is, when you get to our age and you go golfing, it's with close friends. You're not golfing with some schmo or whatever.
Correct, right? Maybe a
you're out
basketball
with buddies and everything else,
and that kind of shit. Yeah.
So the guys that you're with are going to appreciate it more, or just as much as you did, right?
Yeah.
A hole in one. Like if we go out bowling and I and you or I bowled a 300, they'd be like, all right, and that'd be it. Like that'd be it. I think the people around you, like other than the person who got the 300, and the people around you would be like, "Fuck, yay!"
So you're doing it for the fans, right? Because
I'm all about the people, Dave.
Because you're giving this 75 to 100 people a story.
What they want, story take home.
Because you're not bowling league at 5 in the afternoon,
no,
5 in the evening on a Thursday. You're bowling on a Saturday night.
Or Saturday.
Yeah,
something
where the lanes are packed, and then when you crack that last strike,
I'm 15 beer deep or whatever it is, and whatever, yeah.
It erupts. The place erupts.
The place go crazy.
They'll be fucking raising the roof.
Raising the roof. Fucking Cool in the Gang playing in the background. They got the jukebox ready to go. Yeah.
Let's celebrate good times.
Yeah.
I dig it. I totally dig it. It's I don't know. I think this is a fun one to think about.
That was funny. Would you rather have a hole in one or bowl a 300 game in bowling? I don't know.
I think it's a 400 game, isn't it?
No, 3.
Oh, okay, but nonetheless, yeah. And then you hit that hole in one, there ain't no fucking way I'm telling the clubhouse. I'm not buying a round.
Not fucking price some of these fucking places, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, and Jesus Christ, and then you don't get authenticated, right? Just because you bought a round, right?
Yeah.
Here's this fucking asshole.
Me and Craig used to play, like when I lived in Vernon, we played at Predator Ridge once a year, one of the nicest golf courses in the country. And we would play for the second most expensive scotch I'm not a scotch guy, but we played for the second most expensive scotch in the menu, because the most expensive was like $120 a fucking ounce. Like, I'm not doing that. And the second most was like 12. Okay, good. Look at that one. Yeah. Scotch is diesel fuel to me, but that's just me, but whatever.
Yeah. And then why? Right? Like, is it why? Is there
it's not tasty.
Yeah, what are the benefits of that?
Yeah. He cheats. He cheats at
golf. He knows how to foot wedge 1 or 2.
No, he doesn't even mask it. It's good. All right. So just agree to it. Yeah, a never-ending supply of golf balls in his pocket. Anyways, the 1420 Sports Bar. Dave, what do you got going on the rest of the week? So we're doing this again Thursday. Are you ready Thursday?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be.
When are you going to Montana?
I'm going on Thursday. Friday, we're going down to Montana. We'll do one from Montana. Maybe our 3rd anniversary show. I will find some Wi-Fi and find a watering hole. We'll talk before then. I don't know if we want to do our 3-year in review on Thursday or next week.
Yeah, I gotta.
Fuck yeah!
I've been putting it off, and all of a sudden it's here, right? It's like the actual anniversary. Oh fuck, it's here. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's here.
Like,
bitch. Well, but nonetheless, like I will have.
Can't turn back time, like that fucking bitch Cher said. Whatever.
Oh, I don't think she's a bitch. I think she.
Did you like that song? I never liked that song.
It's a toe tapper, right? And at the end of the day, I prefer her singing career to her acting career.
Mask was a good movie.
Like, I remember.
Was Rocky Dennis?
Yeah. I was a kid going to that show and we started laughing. We started making jokes and stuff, and we were politely asked to leave as 17-year-olds to go. I was on a date with it was a double date. Like, this is fucking awful.
That was a good movie.
I watched it as an adult, and it was a decent movie.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I was expecting, and like, well, like, why don't they just fucking do this? Why don't they fucking do this? And because
It's not the script.
yeah, well, I'm not gonna say it on because I was a pretty funny kid back then too, and I'm not gonna say the lines that I said because I remember what I said to get me kicked off and kicked out of the movie.
Only imagine something back in the late 80s, early 90s that is somewhere. It couldn't have been good. Anyways,
I think it was 86, but nonetheless, go.
Anyways, the 1420 Sports Bar podcast, 4 beer sports talk, and a whole lot more. Take care of each other. More importantly, take care of yourselves and year round. Keep your stick on the ice. And what else, David?
I don't want to see Jim swing at high pitches. Thank you for your service, Jim. See you on the 3rd year anniversary.
There we go. Have a good night, folks. We'll talk to you on Thursday night. Fucking Rocky Dennis. I hope you didn't say something so derogatory.
I wasn't derogatory, but I'll tell you when we're off here. I'm uncomfortable sharing it on air.
All right. Have a good night, folks.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.